Hey Vibemakers, it's Lila with LP Novelties, and it's time to start our weekly recap inside our Vibemaker bucket list. We are in week 6, and I am super excited for this week and also a little nervous because this week's bucket list is teaching my first ever class at Michael's. I've never taught a class. I'm trying to go back in time and remember a time that I actually taught a class, and I don't recollect teaching a class at all. I was trying to think of maybe at school or like with Chance's school. No, nothing whatsoever in regards to teaching. So I have no teaching experience whatsoever, but I'm excited to do this. This is something that I signed up for at the end of 2019, and these were classes that would be taught in 2020. So I actually have a few students coming in on Sunday to participate in my Michael's class for Social Media Planning 101. Yes, I'm going to be teaching social media planning. I just wanted to show it my way because I had no experience whatsoever in regards to social media, and I wanted to teach them a few tips and tricks of how I kind of learned the basis of it and how I use my planner to keep me focused and on track. So in this week inside our bucket list, I have already started somewhat planning out what I need to get done. And one thing I want to do is A, set up a lesson plan, and B, I want to create a kind of some materials for them to have inside their planner. So I want to make like a list asking them why you want to do social media, which outlets you want to participate in, what look do you want out of your page, what do you want it to represent. Basically like a questionnaire that they would fill out themselves and help them to kind of figure out what it is they want to do in regards to social media. And I'm going to, of course, hole punch it, have it all set up so they can just insert into their classic planners. But I can't believe I'm doing this. It's pretty crazy and exciting at the same time. And I'm really grateful for this twin loop coming through and making me have fun with it. I just look back at when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this, and I thought, why not do a Vibemaker bucket list? And I originally wanted it to be where people would send in their bucket list and I would do them, but then it became more of me accomplishing things that I've been wanting to do, but I'm kind of scared to, where I just push it off to the future. And I started out pretty simple in January because we're in February now, guys. Like, we're in the second month of our bucket list planner. And I'm hoping to put some big bucket list items in here. But for now, I'm just keeping it simple and doing things that kind of push me out of my comfort zone. And I will say I have learned from each bucket list week that I've done. I've learned something more about myself each week, and I think that's what I really love about this. It's kind of like a self-discovery journey at the same time. So hopefully you guys are getting inspired from this journey and watching the recap videos and enjoying the process with me, coming along with me as I do it. And I've seen a lot of you guys saying that you're going to be doing it as well, and are excited to go for something that you've been putting off to the side, and now you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do it now. So it makes me happy to see that out of this journey, it's helping you guys accomplish your own bucket list items. So it's time to insert some clips of just how I'm getting set up and started, and just like how the week is going to be going, and then come back and we will recap week 6 inside my twin loop bucket list planner. All right, guys, so I am currently trying to organize filler paper and filler sheets because I'm going to be taking a lot of filler sheets for my students to use. As you can tell, I have a lot of filler sheets. I have these 2 containers. So what I'm going to do is organize one of these containers with filler sheets that I'm going to take to class, and I'm going to let my students pick out whichever they want to use from here. I like to share as much as I can, and I mean, I have all the content here, so sharing is caring. I have several types of social media templates that I've used to keep me organized. I have some extra sticker sheets. I think I might take some of my sticker sheet designs that I made from last Vibemaker bucket list. I might take some for them. And then I'm bringing out sticker books that I used to create some templates, and I'll probably bring them with me in case some of them don't have stickers that might work with it. I'm more than happy to share. But yeah, this is basically what I'm doing at the moment, is just organizing and bringing out all the filler sheets that but I think that's good for tonight. And tomorrow I want to type up my questionnaire that I want to create for them as well, and start working on these sheets. And then I will start picking out sticker books as well. I'll probably take my sticker box and put some sticker sheets in there, or excuse me, sticker books, to have them use that as well. I'll make sure to pack up highlighters, just basically anything that I listed out. I know they will bring their own stuff, but I want to make sure I bring my stuff too. but it's a lot of planning going on to get ready for a class. Hey guys, so today is Tuesday night and I am working on the sheets. You yesterday saw me organize all my filler sheets of what I'm going to be taking in regards to class materials for the classmates that I'll be having, or not classmates, students. And then I'm going to be picking out sticker sheets or sticker books in a little bit, but I kind of already started working on some sheets. I have this one right here. This is just a basic setup for kind of like a beginner social media planner. All I have is just a sheet, and all I did was draw with a ruler and some lines and then show them a basic of setup. So, and I also have in the back what it's just, and this is just an example. So it'd be like Mondays are classic spreads, Tuesdays are sticker quotes, Wednesdays are wellness planner, Thursdays mini spreads, Fridays fun corner Friday, Saturdays random day, Sundays day off or fave divider. And this is just to kind of give them a starting base for, you know, just kind of getting their mindset organized and having kind of a schedule. I honestly don't really go through a schedule. I tend to show my spreads on the weekends and Mondays. Like that's more when I show my spreads for the coming weekend. Week. So I have all my sheets here and I'm just sitting here with some music, just listening to it and thinking of different ways of using these sheets because I want to bring fun new tips to the class. Not only what I've done before, but bring some new fun tips that I'm thinking of as I'm organizing myself. This is my YouTube planner. I love my YouTube planner. It really keeps me on track, and I use those sheets, actually these ones right here. I use them to organize my videos. So for example, I have video 1, video 2, video 3, and then kind of like the setup of making my videos. So what I'm gonna do is bring this one, but also create a sheet here. And what I'm planning on doing is separating it by Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I don't have Facebook, but I'm gonna kind of show them how they can organize that if they do use it as a social media outlet, and how you can plan kind of your whole week and have them all coordinate together. So that is one sheet I'm gonna be working on as we speak. But I have a couple more sheets here that I am planning on organizing. My liners, a marker, a ruler. So it's basically everything I told the class to bring. I want to show them how easy it is to honestly like fix these sheets, filler sheets with some markers and rulers and a couple stickers, and you can honestly make them work for however you like to organize yourself in regards to social media. And then I also will show them how to kind of, I'm going to work on this tonight as well, or maybe tomorrow, how to use an just basically a vertical box layout to organize yourself. If you just buy a planner, a vertical box planner, how you can use that to kind of organize yourself in regards to how you post. But that's basically what I worked on today, and I did some filming earlier today. So tonight I am just organizing these sheets. So once I have the sheets and the class material selected tomorrow, I'm going to sit down and type up the questionnaire, get that whole pile. All right, so I just finished my first social media planning worksheet basically, and all I'm asking is just a few questions to kind of get an idea of what it is they want to get out of social media. So I printed it out on cardstock. I did a sample run on just regular printer paper, and then I did margins 0.75 all around except the top one I did 0.1, or excuse me, 1 inch. So 0.75 inches all around, and that way I had space to trim around. And then I have a hole puncher, and I'll just hole punch so they can insert this inside their planners when they head over to my class on Sunday. So this, okay, so I have my Fiskars paper slicer. I'm just sitting on my floor. This is my third workspace basically. I use my bed, my office, and here to just plan out. And then I have the Happy Planner hole punch. This is in classic size. The pink one is for big. Big works good for both classic and big size, and then classic does classic, and I think you could do mini on this. But anywho, so what I did was I just lined this one up because I want to make sure I have enough space for my hole punch. So I'm going to slice right in that line, and then the rest of it is pretty good with in regards to the size of it because I measured it. So I'm going to slice this and hole punch it and then decorate it. right, so the sheets are done. They are sliced and hole punched, ready to go inside a classic planner, and they fit exactly like the size of a classic sheet. And I might add a few stickers just to kind of decorate here. But it says, what do you want your message to be on your social media platform? Which platforms are you planning on having as social media content? What content are you planning on displaying on your social media? How do you want to plan for your social media planner? Daily, weekly? And then also, which grid layout interests you for planning on Instagram? This helps me kind of help them plan out a system if they're doing an alternating, a monochromatic, modern, neutral, brights, mix of everything. So I think this is a really great questionnaire just to kind of get you set up for what it is you want to do with your Instagram or Facebook page or YouTube channel. Hey Vibemakers, so today is Sunday the 9th, so that means today is the class I will be teaching over here at Michael's. I'm sitting outside the parking lot. I wanted to come in a little early just to make sure I had time to set up. I mean, we don't have much to set up, but I'm excited and I can't believe I'm here ready to teach a class. So wish me luck and let's So here is the stuff that I'm taking in. It's in the back of my trunk, and I have cute little gifts that I'm giving each of my students. That they were really cute mugs, and I've had these for a while, just saving them for a special occasion, and stickers and some Valentine's Day candy, and then all my materials I need. And then I'm also bringing some extra stuff in here to show them. Hey Vibemakers, so I'm back from my class from Michael's, and I can't believe I did that. I am so happy I did it. I truly enjoyed the moment. I just literally got back, but I had to come here and recap it, how I felt doing the class. I really am so happy that I ended up signing up to teach a class at Michael's. Of course, there has to be a funny story at anything that I do new. And I'm just laughing because I get there and I'm like super early because I wanted to make sure I had enough time to set up the classroom and get all situated. I mean, this is like my box of stuff that I had taken. I have a bag filled with other items and my Amy Tangerine tote. And so I was like really excited to do the class, and I showed up. It was 3:30, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get off and just check to see what time I can go and set up. I get in and I see that there's a birthday party going on inside the classroom, and I'm like, huh, okay, I didn't even know you could do birthday parties here at Michael's. So they're like doing kids crafts and stuff. So one of the Michael's employees comes out. She's like, oh yeah, you can start setting up at like 3:30. And I'm like, it is 3:30. She's like, do you want me to come back like at 3:50? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll come back. So I went and sat in my car again and just relaxed and try to calm my nerves. I just wanted to make sure I was on time. I don't want to be late. And when 3:50 rolled around, I had all my stuff with me. I was ready to go set up, and I get back into Michael's, and I'm standing by the classroom, and they're eating pizza now, and I'm like, in the party, and I'm like, this doesn't look like this party's gonna be over by 4. So then the employee comes on and she's like, I don't have you on my schedule. Like there's nothing showing that you have a class here. Are you sure this is the Michael's? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, no, I think this is the Michael's I signed up for. She's like, well, it doesn't show. And I was just sitting there thinking like, oh my God, did I pick the wrong Michael's? My students are probably like somewhere else. Oh my gosh, she's like, it's 3:50. So I'm like sitting there because like my mind was just like, how did I pick the wrong Michael's? So I'm going through all my phone trying to find, which Michael's I had selected. Finally, I like look it up and it's the right Michael's. So then I'm like, no, this is the Michael's. I have a text message saying my class is happening. I have an email verifying it. Yesterday I got sent this. And then my students show up, Ashley and Kate, and I'm just like, we're trying to figure out where we're going to be teaching this class. And they ended up putting us in the break room at Michael's. So it is the funniest thing because of course this happens to me, but it makes it so much more of a fun experience because when life throws you craziness, you just go with the flow. We actually had a really great time. We sat back there in the break room. We were all by ourselves, and we just chatted up and discussed lots of tips and a lot about planning, and it was so nice. I honestly had never met any other planners other than my squat sisters when I met them at squat boot camp, and then like when I meet people on Instagram, but meeting like people in person, especially like Ashley I had spoken to forever since last year. So it was so nice to finally like put a face to the person there like I've been talking to. I mean, I knew what she looked like, but to actually see her in real life, it was so nice. And I'm so happy she was there, and Kate was so sweet and awesome. I'm so happy I got to meet Kate in person. So it's so cool to meet fellow Arizona planners, and I definitely recommend getting out of your comfort zone, and you never know what the universe is going to throw at you. You might even end up at the break room in Michael's, but class was taught. We survived. I even got to show them a little quick flip through of the balloon bundle box. I had some filler sheets, and just so happy. I think it was one of the funnest experience I've had in a while, and I literally am like coming back home just smiling and laughing, because after our class, Kate went to meet her friend for dinner. So Ashley and I had dinner at Rubio's, which is like a Mexican restaurant just close by, and we just sat there and chatted, and it was just so nice. I really appreciate both of them for coming out to be my first students ever. I just had an amazing time, and again, like I said, did not expect that to be happening. But you gotta roll with the punches, you gotta roll with the flow. You know how I am. I'm like, whatever the universe throws, I go with the flow. So my students got to see a behind the scenes tour of the Michael's warehouse, basically. So that was pretty cool. And hopefully they got some really great, insightful information from the class. And I really appreciate them being so kind and patient with all the changes happening. And we had a great time. So with that, Vibemakers, I leave you. Hopefully you enjoyed this recap. I just wanted to recap it. Pretty natural and relaxed here. Coming back, I'm a little tired. I worked this morning, and then I went straight from work to the class. But I am happy I did it, and I think anything that you put your mind to, you can make it happen. It doesn't matter what it is. Don't let anything hold you back from accomplishing your goals. If you can't find a solution this way, then you find your solution another way, but you make it happen. And that's just how life is, and I really appreciate everything that I have experienced up to date. So with that, Vibemakers, I leave you. I need to get a nap and also start thinking about this coming week's Vibemaker bucket list item. So I'll post this up, and you guys will see this, and I'll be doing my new Vibemaker bucket list for week, is it 6? Yes, we're going to be filming week 6. This was week 5. As you can tell, I'm a little tired, but I love y'all. As always, peace and love vibes, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to let you know when I posted up a new video. Love y'all.